Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to AriesEDC. Today we are checking out another Boker. This is the Kihon. All right, so this was another Boker that was sent in per my request. I wanted to get a check out on this one. I believe I picked this one to be sent in. If not, then Zach sent it to me to be checked out. So really cool design. We have an access lock on a pretty standard drop point, spear point blade. You know, everything is very straightforward, which is what Kihon means. It means kind of like the essential thing. So what do we have? We have the nice kind of FRN plastic scales with a little bit of texturing on it. On the website does not explain exactly what the handle material is. So I'm trying to see if there's anything on there. Yeah. The non-slip handle with textured squares is made of high-strength GFN. So whatever GFN is, there you go. But you have that. You have the nice pops of blue on the pivot collar and the screws for the standoff back here. You have a spot to put the lanyard. It is a reversible pocket clip, so you could take this clip, put it over here, which I want to talk to you guys about this clip here in a second. It's just a bent wire clip. It is not deep carry. Again, access bar, you got the thumb studs, which are easily accessible, and the action isn't bad. Detent isn't bad. The springs is very light. It's a very light pull on the springs, which if you like a light pull, that's great. The action is excellent, very easy to manipulate the blade. Again, it doesn't take much to pull the bar back, which makes it very easy to manipulate the blade. I don't know if they are adjustable. As far as I can see, they are not. I don't see any adjustable holes or anything in there, but I have not taken this apart to see, and I don't plan on doing that anytime soon. You have a D2 blade that is stone washed, so not a terrible looking blade. It is designed by Burnley, so Lucas Burnley Designs, which is pretty stinking cool. Make custom knife maker, and overall, it's not a bad blade. Pretty big in the hand, no major hot spots. The clip does kind of get me in a weird spot. It is interesting. A little bit of jimping right back here above the thumb studs, which gives you a little grip way back here. I always stretch my thumb out maybe a little bit extra and I get way up here. Nice swedge up here at the tip. I have been using this and testing it out and making sure that it cuts, which it does cut very well. You have D2 steel and the edge geometry isn't too bad. You got a full flat grind or a flat grind up here. Again, just that swedge kind of is more for weight removal out at the tip and just to give it a little extra look. Everything is rounded off nicely and it's very comfortable. Again, you have that nice light lock. And it's pretty stinking good. So on the website, we have all of those things that I mentioned, and this one is $52.45. So it's a $52 knife, D2, some kind of plastic handles, nice lightweight. It is fairly lightweight. You got all these cutouts on the frame, which make it very light and very easy to handle. You have this clip. Now, normally you would look at this clip and say, oh, it's not bad. But for some reason, this is really high, which is fine. You can get that over your pants. This swoops down very low, and it is very, very tough. I don't wear thick pants. I wear thin dicky work shorts most of the time. And those have a very thin seam at the pocket. It's definitely not like a blue jean. It's very thin. And I still had a very hard time getting my pants past this loop. I don't know why this is so tight, but it takes a lot to get that to lift up. So if you have thick pants, good luck trying to get this over, because I don't know if that's going to work out for you very well. But overall, it's not a bad deal. $53. I don't know. There's a lot of things that are $53, but I think these are the types of things that Boker is working on. One thing I have recognized with a lot of their knives is they get there and then there's one or two things that just don't make sense. And I don't know if that's just they're using what they have, or it's the designer, or I don't know. But it has nice texturing on the handle that gives it a little bit of grip, and probably is a really good knife. So if you wanted this to be your work knife, if you're a lefty, you can reverse this clip and then you're good to go. Definitely would be user-friendly for a left-handed person. So that's awesome. The thumb studs are nice, easily accessible. You can reach them, and again, the action isn't terrible. Let's look at some size comparisons while we have it. They have the overall length at 7.87 inches and the blade length at 3.22 inches. The weight is 3.7 ounces. It is extremely light, so I completely believe that. So let's pull out some size comparisons. We have the Rat 2, so obviously it's going to be bigger than the Rat 2 in every way. You have the Elementum. Civivi Elementum, again, is 3-inch blade, about 6.5 overall, and that's going to be well over that. And then last but certainly not least, we have my Para 3. And as you can see, it's still longer than the Para 3. And again, the height is just a little bit slimmer than overall of the Para 3. But it does give you a good grip, and it does meet a lot of needs. And maybe it'll meet some of your needs. And you can decide if $53 is what you want to spend on this knife. So I like the little pops of blue. Blue and black seem to do really, really well. And overall, not a bad knife. I'll put the link in the description to the Boker website to where you can find this knife and some of the other specs for it. So I hope you guys appreciate this one. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment, or not. Again, the choice is always yours.